Welcome to Mr. Bell Kitchen today. First of all, I'd like to thank all my subscribers, all my viewer watchers. And if you haven't subscribed, and if you're thinking about subscribing, that's all you have to do is hit that ding, that little button, and you are subscribed to Mr. Bell Kitchen. As you know, this week I've been doing down that list and everything, cooking a lot of things people had on the list for me to cook and everything. So I'm doing it, and I'll be doing it in the Power XL. Also, I wanted to say you could do it on the stove too, but you just have to add a little more time to it. So always keep these recipes in mind that I'm throwing out there to you and everything. So today, I'm doing something a little different today. Today, I'll be doing some sauteed stewed chicken with tomatoes. And it's going to be a very fast dish. It's easy, get off from work. It'll be nice and easy to cook. And I think we'll have that with some rice and some broccoli. And that should be a nice dinner. And it should come out very tasty and good. This is my first time doing this one, and hope you enjoy. And Mr. Bell will be taking you step by step as we go. Show you how easy it is and how fast it is. Also, I'll be using the Power XL today. I took the top off the Power XL. Today I'll be using this lid, and I'll be doing it just like this. I'll go on and put this Sauté. It's on Sauté right here. I'm going to press and I'm going to set my temperature for 375. Start the temperature at 375, and I'm going to hit timer. I'm going to set this timer today for an hour and 50 minutes. Might not use it all, but this is where I'm going to start it at, and I'm going to press start and let it get heated up and everything, because this chicken is really easy. And I'm going to let it warm up for a minute. And today I'll be letting you know all the ingredients I'll be using today. Today I'll be using 1 cup of water. My hands are clean. I had 2 nice sized breasts, and I sliced them into about 4 or 5 pieces and everything. As you see, I just slice them right down the middle, and I'll be cooking it just like that. They nice and clean. Put it in there. I'll be eyeballing a little olive oil, organic. I'll be using 1 can of stewed tomatoes. I'll be using 2 fresh tomatoes. I'll be using some green onions. I'll use 3 of them. And I'll be using a half of small white onions and 3 cubes of garlic, 1/2 of a teaspoon of salt, 1/2 a teaspoon of seasoned salt, 1/2 of organic ground pepper, and 1/2 a teaspoon of garlic salt, and 1/2 a teaspoon of paprika. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna let this warm up. I'm gonna let it heat up for a little bit, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna add a little bit of this oil in here, and that's just enough to get it. Just enough to do my onions and stuff in here. Saute my meat, and then I'll saute the onions and everything. I'm gonna saute this meat a little while, and I'm gonna take it out after getting nice and brown. I'll be taking it out and put it to the side and saute the onions and everything. And what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna take this chicken and put it in like this, like that, and get it nice and brown. Nice and brown. Put it in like that. Get it like this, like that, until it's brown. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit salt on it. And then I'm going to flip it over. And yeah. Turn it over. Turn it over like that. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it out now, just put it on a plate, and put my onions and everything in here, saute them, and then put everything back in. Just take it out like that, and put it in. Put my onions in. I'm going to put my onions in here now and just let them get just a little bit brown. Put these onions in, just like that. Put them in. And I'm going to put my garlic in here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix it up and let it just get just nice, good, and brown a little bit. Before I put everything else in. So it's smelling good. Just let it get nice and good. Nice and good. You see they get nice and brown. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start putting this meat back in here, like this. Just put it in there nice and good. Over all that. Let it sit in there. Put it in there like that. Like that. Put it in. Put it all in there, just like that. Then I'm going to start just pouring my seasoning all over it, like this. Now, that's my paprika, and now I'm putting my garlic salt in here, just like this. The garlic salt, and I'm going to throw my ground pepper in there. I'm going to put my seasoning salt all over just like that. The salt. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just put my water in there. Just all over like that. Let it sit and hold my green onions in there. Nice and good. And my chopped up tomatoes, I used 2 tomatoes, so they chopped up nice and good. So I'm just going to spread them in there like that. Like I say, and it's only going to take a few minutes to cook. Put it in like that. And I'm going to pour my 1 can of diced tomatoes in there. And they're going to come out so good. Pour all that in there. Look at that. That's looking good. This is going to be so delicious and everything. And I'm going to sit the top on it and let that saute and let it saute for a minute. And you know what Mr. Bell like to do for all you first-time viewers, watchers, or you just starting to watch my videos. Wash your dishes as you go. As this cooking and smelling up, the whole house smelling good and everything, I'm going to be washing these dishes. Don't leave it for your wife. Don't leave it for your friend. Don't leave it for your kids. Wash them as they're cooking. That way everybody better enjoy the food. You can't enjoy the food good if you're thinking you have to wash the dishes. Okay, we're going to take a peep at this and see how's this coming out and everything. It's looking pretty good, but I'm going to sit that top to the side. It's looking good and everything. And it's been 25 minutes, so this is cooking pretty good. Yeah. I'm just going to mix it up a little. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, I'm going to put the top back on, let it finish cooking. Like that. Okay, I'm gonna take the top off and look at it again. As you see, the water is getting a little dippy, so I'm gonna add just a little bit more water to it, and that's gonna be 1 cup. And that's because I'm cooking it in Sauté. I was trying out something different, cooking in the Sauté, because it cooks the food good and tender, and it cooks it fast. So I just add that to it, and when I take the top off the next time, this should be ready. Okay, it's been 48 minutes, and this right here, like it's done, so I'm gonna press cancel. And it only been 48 minutes, and I set it for 1 hour and 50 minutes, but I just put it for 1 hour and 50 minutes in case I need a little more time. So I'm gonna take it out, and I'm gonna set it right here in this bowl as we look together. I'm gonna take this out together, and I'm just gonna sit it right in here. As you see, it's looking nice and good. And I'm gonna put it in just like this. Just like that. Put the rest of them tomatoes in there. Like that. And just like that. And I'm gonna sit this off so it'll be cooling off. To the side. And I had a little extra onions, green onions. I'm gonna just put it on the top just like that. Just sprinkle it on like that. Okay, I'm gonna get a little out, and we're gonna taste this together. Put a little of that. Make sure I get some of these good tomatoes and green onions on it and everything. Put it over the rice and taste it and see how this tastes. It's hot, so. It's hot. My taster is doing his homework, so I'm going to taste it today. That tastes good. The chicken came out very tender. The stewed tomatoes and the fresh tomatoes came out good in it, and the onions you can taste too. Also, you can taste the round organic black peppers in it. And that's Cooking with the Bells. We did it again. If you like it, leave a comment in the box. If you haven't subscribed, that's all you had to do. Ding! And you are subscribed to Mr. Bell Kitchen. And thank you for watching. We have plenty more videos to do. If you like it, subscribe. If you leave a comment in the box, thank you for watching.